in the meantime, the Central Bank of Nigeria wishes to alert the general public that cyber criminals are taking advantage of the current COVID-19 pandemic to defraud citizens, steal sensitive information, or gain unauthorized access to computers or mobile devices using various techniques. This trend, according to the CBN, is not peculiar to Nigeria, as there has been a rise in COVID-19 related cyber criminal activities all over the world. Now, some of the cyber criminal activities using the COVID-19 pandemic include cyber criminals sending out emails claiming to be from health organizations such as the Nigerian Center for Disease Control or the World Health Organization. The email may contain a link which, if clicked, steals login credentials or other credential information from the victim's computer or mobile device. They have been sending messages via social media or emails asking people to click on links to register in order to get their COVID-19 relief packages from the government or other organizations. They simply use this to get confidential information from unwary victims. Relief package scams also come in the form of phone calls asking people to provide their banking details to receive relief packages. Well, the central bank is asking that the general public should just be aware of this. All right, when we come back after the break, we'll take a peep into London. To stay with us. Well, just before we move to London, let's look at the debt and currency market. And we have Ajibola Aero Phillips, FX dealer with FBN Quest Merchant Bank. Thank you very much for joining us, Ajibola.
Good morning. Thank you.
Good morning. Well, it looks like the bond markets was active yesterday, especially at the long end of the curve where you have the latest on the run paper 2050. What's the motive for the interest?
Really, because of the prevailing liquidity in the market. Some of the maturities that have occurred in the market generally, there's not been avenues for the investors to actively roll over those investments or exit in the case of foreign portfolios. So what we're seeing is that the liquidity is causing them to be some demand in the fixed income market, and both the bonds and in the treasury bills market. The focus on the bond has really been on the long end, like you mentioned. The 10 and 30-year maturities have been active as investors look to reinvest in those maturities. In the treasury bills, most of the investors have been looking to roll over in the short term of the market. And that's why you see yields, really, really drop in that market. So generally, not just in the short end of the globe, but generally across the curve in the treasury bills market.
Now, how proportional is the current system liquidity to the offers at the almost space now? There seems to be excess liquidity in the system, but it appears their offers at the space are not attractive enough.
Yes, there's a bit of liquidity. And that's what we consider just a general slowdown in activities, in the market as it is. And you can see that in our FX market as well. But you see that call has been really, really low. FBIs have been trying to exit the market, have not been able to exit. And that's just because the market has been really, really liquid at this time. So what you're saying is there's a bit of narrow in the system right now, chasing some of the, few available papers that you have.
You are an FX trader. Given that the INE FX window opened the week on a fairly stable note, but volumes appear scanty, what's your short-term view for that segment of the market?
We're still going to see a big recession. There's no two-way for it right now. The things that would have popped are refills, and it's just not happening right now. There's just not been any in commodity prices globally. There's a slowdown in activities by FBIs. There's a slowdown in activities by even local investors generally. So there's really no joy for the Naira right now. I still think that there's still going to be some slide in the Naira, and that's just because nothing is happening. Supply is very, very limited in that market right now.
All right, now, is it possible that the $150 million to be withdrawn from the Sovereign Wealth Fund will change the narrative for the FX market?
That should help slightly. That should help slightly in the sense that we should see some accommodate some of the demand that the CBN is currently sitting on. But I mean, the demand in our market is in excess of $150 million right now. So it would, in the short term, might, but I don't see too much of help coming from that.
Very much for your time, Ajibola Ero Phillips, FX dealer with FBN Quest Merchant Bank.